Hello again. I know it's been a while, and my hair's gotten shorter and all that, but I decided to make a new video to say I love Halloween. Halloween is coming up, and I know, like a lot of you, Halloween lets you be kids, just like me. But, of course, I act like a kid all year round, so why shouldn't I make a video showing my appreciation for Halloween? Of course, the things I love about Halloween: candy, horror movies. I love horror movies, and that's what the primary focus of this video is about. My opinions of horror movies. Now, I love horror movies. I've been watching them since I was a child. I've actually watched more horror movies growing up than Disney movies, which probably explains why I'm so, well, if you know me, you know how I am. But from the horror movies came a lot of great films, such as Friday the 13th and Halloween. The Thing. 3 movies that they're that they've already and they are soon to be rebooting, which they shouldn't. These are 3 classics. Jason Voorhees should not be modernized, even though they did alright with his reboot. The only killer that's actually a victim at the same time in the history of horror movies, Jason Voorhees. But Rob Zombie did a decent job with this. But The Thing, why The Thing? It was great just how it was. Kurt Russell, the awesome special effects, which, little known fact, that they could not afford to make replicas of them. So when they set them on fire, they actually burnt their props to a crisp in the filming of the Thing. That's why you never see any remains of the things. But I digress. From horror movies, from the horror genre, came a lot of great films, such as Nightmare on Elm Street. Who doesn't love a good talking killer? From Freddy came, of course, Scream. And I gotta say, I do like the talking killers. They at least have some clever things to say every now and then. But Freddy, he's the king. But my favorite is going to be, and forever will be, Robert Englund. He's Freddy Krueger in my mind, in my heart, and in my spirit. And that's all I gotta say. But from horror movies, they've created a lot of great films. Now, of course, people are going to throw in some films that are of the same type, but not of the same style. There is a difference between a slasher and a torture film. Slasher films, there's a body count. Torture films, there's a body count. But the difference is, slasher films, they don't go as in-depth into the kill. Well, now they do, but the torture ones, I'm going to cite the Saw and, of course, Hostel. Those are 2 of them I'm just going to bring up right now. Now, torture films are alright if you're in the mood for that. That's how I go about it. If I'm in the mood for seeing someone scream and bloody torture, then I'll watch a good torture film, but nah, I mostly go for my favorites, the hacking, the slashing, or some weird-ass monster going around killing people. Now, go into that genre. From horror came another type of film, the zombie horror movie, which everybody that I know loves a good zombie film every now and then. And if you don't mind subtitles, I'd go see Red Snow. Great film. It'll make you laugh your ass off, and the gore is great. It's fantastic. Sorry about that. But, what I was saying. Horror movies are a great part of Halloween tradition, which I'm glad. And I'm always up for a new horror movie. Because if it can push the limits of what they go by now, I like to watch it because it's all been done before. And if they can do anything new, I'd like to see it, because they are running out of ideas. Now, I'm glad they're doing this, bringing the horror survival games into movies, such as Resident Evil and Silent Hill. I hope they make another Silent Hill, because the first movie was just great. Even though it was kind of off of the original game, it was a great movie. Especially the chick getting her skin torn off. Oh, that was beautifully gore. I love gore. But, to continue, horror movies are great, zombie movies are great. Torture, meh. But if you want to look up some other great styles of horror movies, I'm just going to name off a few styles. Well, there's cannibalistic pop culture style. You know, your Texas Chainsaw Massacres, your Fangoria, your J-horror, and your C-horror, Japanese and Chinese horror movies, which, even though they're subtitles, they are very, very well done. Such as, well, The Grudge came from Japan, so that's alright. Of course, then there's splatter films, thriller films, urban gothic, vampire films, werewolf films, everyone loves a good vampire, and monster films. And then, of course, there's psychological horror, which very underrated in my opinion, but it's very good. And well, that's about it for me. I hope you like this video. Wherever it gets put up, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to put it on YouTube or if I'm going to put it on Facebook. There's a good chance I'm going to put it on. So if you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, well, I'll give it in. Oh, and if you have any suggestions for horror movies for me to watch that I haven't seen or would probably enjoy, go ahead, comment. I don't mind. I'll check them out whenever I get a chance to. I love horror. Hell, it can even be a B horror movie, such as Evil Dead. Love it. Love it. Or Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love me some killer clowns. Whoop whoop. But, alright, I'm gonna stop filming now, but like it, don't like it, whatever. I was bored, so I decided to do this. And remember, happy Halloween. Pass out the candy. Make some kids cry. Because if you don't do it, it ain't Halloween.